Open your mind and journey through the cosmos of the universe. This is Bridging Realms with Dr. Gene Carlisle and False Freedom 691.
CIA,
FBI,
NSA,
DEA,
ATF,
FDA,
DNC,
CDC,
SEC,
NRA,
TSA,
WWE,
MMF,
NBC,
WNBA,
DP,
TBS,
AEG,
CTE.
These and other organizations could be listening in on us right now.
They could be watching you. These three-letter nefarious organizations throughout history. The three-letter thing, I guess, is more of a modern construct.
Yeah.
But, secret, cabal kind of organizations have been going throughout history and controlling populations, doing all kinds of dark government stuff in the shadows.
Yeah, and it's only been proliferated more by the dark web.
Yes, the internet has really helped this information age. It's bridged this realm between all of our minds, really. Like I think with some things, like we just know more now. We have all this knowledge put on the internet. We know so much more than like the textbooks we had in school. So we can all share this information, and this collective hive mind. We can see the things that fell through the cracks now. We can share this lost information that maybe the people in charge, the people behind the curtain, the octopus of global control, if you will, erased, did not want us to know.
Yeah.
So many things out there that people say or attribute to the deep state or the New World Order that they say they did, like hoaxes and shit. Like the assassination of JFK, the assassination of so many world leaders, or
the Hindenburg baby,
popular people. The Hindenburg baby, was that its name?
The baby that everybody thought died. They thought it died going down on the blimp.
Oh shit! Yeah, and they couldn't find it.
Yeah, but then Mandela effect, baby was alive.
Right? Yeah, that's fucked up, dude. You watch that footage too. I guarantee you. Google it right now. We'll put it in the show notes. Go back, watch that footage. You can't see a baby on that blimp.
No,
that thing goes down, and it's fucking nuts. That thing going down. It flames everywhere. Some really good footage for the time too. It's pretty clear. I'm surprised at the definition of the footage, but you can't see a fucking baby anywhere.
I think those are groundbreaking effects, personally.
Do you think that was faked? That was CGI?
I do think. I think that the Russians got the Hindenburg.
Okay, so you're thinking the Russians maybe stole the Hindenburg before this big demonstration, and for PR purposes they faked this whole thing?
I think so.
Brought it down? So, like, the effects of the time, I'm trying to put this together here, like, the effects of the time there, that would have maybe had to be stop motion or maybe a miniature.
Yeah.
That thing totally could have been a fucking miniature they just set on fire.
Word is that Kubrick only faked the moon landing because Ingrid Bergman had faked the Hindenburg.
Holy shit.
Ingrid Bergman, yeah.
Oh my god, that's some heavy research right there. Fuck, like I'm mind blown there, because I've just, always thought that this Hindenburg thing was real. It could have been a total hoax.
Yeah, and the Hindenburg baby, more than likely wasn't even on the blimp.
Oh no, look that up, folks. I'm telling you, I'm not super into some of these conspiracies, because I'm a UFO man, an extraterrestrial cosmic guy myself. But when it gets into this government stuff, there are some very interesting things, and this is definitely one that piques my interest. And I will have to admit, I've watched that video. That fucking baby's not there.
Yeah.
You look for the baby, it's not there. Don't try to come to me I've had so many people, like, family members that are like, you believe this stuff? And I'm like, watch the video,
Yeah.
Just like I'm going to show you a video of an orb and it, doing some maneuvers that our aircraft can't do. It's fucking there. You watch this video, that baby's not there. So a lot of people, you should check that out. Hindenburg baby, Hindenburg crash. For nothing else, that blimp exploding is cool as fuck.
Yeah, it's great effects.
It's a cool video.
It's better than the DC movies.
So we've had our fair share of, noises come through. We've had technical difficulties. We've had episodes deleted. Our identities erased from the internet. And we've had our fair share of interactions with nefarious forces, dark forces, shadow government, maybe what you could call the deep state. There's so many different names for it out there that we don't know, exactly what we're fucking with, but we know it's powerful. We know it's behind a bunch of the things that you see in conspiracy culture today. Our main conspiracies that we see people talking about. And False, this is a lot of your wheelhouse. I keep up with the culture, but of course I'm more on the alien side.
Yeah, and I'm an elite hacker. My browser opens in private mode and incognito mode whenever I'm getting online.
I understand. He taught me how to do that too, and it's also good if you're checking out porno.
Well, it's great, and the way I know this incognito mode works is like when I get on a porn site and I just get on there for a little bit, do what I need to do, my research.
Yeah.
Then when I get off and I get back on the same porn site, it doesn't direct me to the same areas I've already browsed.
Oh, that's good. So you get fresh shit.
Well, yeah, and I know that the incognito mode is fixing it from taking my information and storing it on their website. So,
yeah, those are cookies, right?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, we know that's another way they're data collecting on us. They're watching, they want to know our habits, and I don't want it to know my fucking habits.
So guys, the safest thing you can do is download Google Chrome, put it in incognito mode, and I'd go as far as to say you don't have anything else to worry about online as long as you're in incognito mode on Google Chrome.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Like keep your shit private. And that's hard to do in today with the New World Order, the deep state, over, watching over us. A lot of people out there think that we're pretty much just giving away our information. We're all carrying around these cell phones, these little mini computers that are GPS, tracking us.
Oh, my voice transmitter to the government.
Right? They're recording our voices. They're recording right now. As we record this podcast, this is being recorded for you, the listener, and then by the phones in our pockets for the fucking government. So, whatever agents are listening in, catching our chatter on the waves right now, you can eat my dick. And False Freedom has a nice big bowl of asshole over here for you to dine on as well.
Yeah, and if you want to send a hot chick to do it, I'm not going to be like violently opposed to it.
Right? If they're going to do these deep state, like these black ops, like we know a shit ton. You've showed me some shit where a shit ton of our government's money goes to these black ops.
Yeah.
There's
like $18 trillion unaccounted for right now.
Right. There's, I heard about this the other day. I was listening to another podcast, and I heard about a possible MK Ultra black op kind of thing where this guy was, abducted by an alien, and he said he felt like he was having a hallucination, and they had this humanoid redheaded sexy alien chick show up in this room on the ship and bone him pretty much. Like he fucked this alien chick, and then she pointed to the sky, and then fucking took off in this craft, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of speculation because of the way that he said he was hit with this mist from the ship, that this was a fucking, you know, CIA helicopter with a bright light on him. They hit him with some hallucinatory drugs, and then, you know, he had sex with a hooker, pretty much while he was on LSD.
Yeah.
So my question is, if they're going to run these psyops and stuff like that, why don't they do shit like that more often? And why can't they help out dudes like you who would be into that sort of thing? Like, you'd be willing to probably, you know, sign up for an MK Ultra style program if they would offer, you know, that kind of situation for you, right?
Just LSD and a hooker one time, yeah. I'd let them do pretty much anything to me.
Frankly, I'd probably do that several times.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I've done some things, slightly similar scientific studies, you know. I don't bring it up because I'm a pretty humble dude, but I am a doctor. I am Dr. Gene Carlisle.
Yeah.
And I do go on retreats out to the desert where we meditate and we make contact with, you know, intergalactic beings. We make contact with these cosmic beings. We see orbs. We feel their presence. There are other doctors and ufologists out there that do similar retreats that, you know, may or may not be, you know, bullshit, or may or may not be as impactful or kick-ass as my retreats. But these are just orbs that we're seeing. People do have, you know, sexual experiences, but that is totally, you know, up to them. But I have taken part in, you know, these kind of experiments. So I think it would be great, you know, if they would offer more experiments like that for people like you who are just willing to take place in it to get your fuck on.
Yeah, that's really what I'm all about at this point in my life. You know, first off, as you said, get my fuck on, which I want to make clear once again to the listener, I have never done.
No, he will, though.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
You'll experience it, man, and it's going to be cosmically beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really hoping my first time is like, you know, me and this other dude and just a spit roast scenario. Something romantic like that.
Oh, okay, dude. Yeah, that sounds nice. So many people ask, like, who are these global elite? You know, is it made up of the world's richest families?
Is it the political family?
Yeah,
the Bushes, the Clintons?
You know, your money families, the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
Is it, you know, these nefarious groups, you know, the Bilderbergers? Is it the Illuminati?
The Rothschilds?
Yeah, the Rothschilds.
The royal family.
Oh, yeah, of course. Like the Queen of England, you know, Queen Elizabeth, and
Prince Charles.
Harry
and William.
You know, yeah, Harry. Fuck, what's their they're like the House of Windsor, right?
Yeah.
They're the House of Windsor. What's their fucking what's their last name, you know? Like,
I don't think they have a last name.
You know, like, we got all these, like, the Rothschilds, the Huxleys, the Crowley, the Bushes, like you named earlier.
Yeah.
What is there? Roosevelt's. You know, as far as Americans go, like Adams's, and, you know, and these dudes are all fucking Freemasons.
Yeah.
Too, but, fuck, what is the royal family's last name? Like, do they, like, Prince Harry what? You know, like,
what if they're
Elizabeth what?
What if they're like in the Witsec version of the Deep State? Like they're maybe like Deep State informants of some type, so they don't have last names, so you can't really identify them?
No, these are like, they're like public figures though. Like, I mean, they're out there.
How can you be a public figure and not have a last name though?
Like, let's look it up. Like, look it up on the fuck is their last name. We're bringing up the Wikipedia page. So that's where you go.
All right, I pulled up
trust
Prince Harry.
the knowledge of the people. You got Prince Harry's page here.
It says his name is Henry Charles Albert David.
What the fuck is that?
Those are 4 first names.
Harry isn't even in that at all.
No, not even some kind of abbreviation that could be Harry, like a herald.
Harry's not in its even fucking name, but right here in bold, the article starts, and the headline, for his page is Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex.
Yeah.
Is that his fucking name? Should he now just be like, hi, my name is Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry?
Do you think that gets him a credit card?
You can call me Duke? Like, what? Yeah, well, how does he sign up for a credit card?
Yeah. If I said I was the Duke of some place, I just found a place, do you think maybe they'd give me a credit card? Because I'm drowning in debt.
Yeah, like, I had to be very specific in filling out my forms for, my state's medical marijuana program so I can, get some nice cosmic medicine. And I had to put in a distinct first, middle, and last name. Like, what the fuck does he do with this?
Yeah.
What out of what is it? Henry David Thoreau? What?
Henry Charles Albert David.
Henry Charles Albert David. Where does he put what?
Yeah, I bet he doesn't even have a social security number.
Probably not. Where does he put Duke of Sussex? Where is that shit supposed to go?
Most of those things have like 25 characters to put your name in. There is no way he is fitting all that in the name box.
No way. So if you're listening to this, if your mind is blown by this hot take, this news we're getting here about the royal family and their lack of a fucking last name, and apparently how all of them, this man's dad, had a totally different last name than he did.
Hey, his mom has a fucking last name.
Are you serious? What's his mom's last name?
Lady Diana Spencer.
Oh,
Spencer.
no, because Diana was like Meghan Markle, dude. Diana was like Meghan Markle or Kate Middleton. She was a commoner or like a rich person. Click her name. Let's go to her. But I'm pretty sure she was like a commoner who married in. That's why she was so famous, dude. She was
they can't all inbreed.
She was her times Kate Middleton, or now surpassing Kate has been Meghan Markle. That's why she was so sought after by the press.
Oh wow.
And the conspiracy that they killed her.
So they don't have a fucking last name.
I guess not. If this blows your mind like it does ours, we're gonna keep researching and maybe we'll do a whole episode on this, on the royal family. We probably should. Yeah. There's probably a lot of conspiracies tied in to the royal family, and
the Queen eats children.
I've heard that. I've heard the Queen possibly eats children, possibly has blood transfusions from young blood. I've heard this is a thing with the Illuminati and the deep state, is the rich elite getting blood transfusions of young baby and toddler blood. So that sounds pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
that might come in a future episode as well. Also, there's the theory out there that the royal family and they're lizard people. So we do have a future lizard people episode coming up. These are all theories that tie into the deep state and the Illuminati and the New World Order, but are really too big for us to unpack today. Too big to really get into, and they really deserve their own episode.
Yeah, and guys, think about your friends too when we're talking about this. A lot of people are just really into the royals that maybe aren't into a lot of the stuff we're talking about on a weekly basis.
Very true.
So maybe just pepper in, hey, they talk about the royals a little bit, and maybe that gets a little bit more appeal to the show from the royal watchers. Right.
We're always looking for people to spread the word. Like, this is a very enlightening podcast. We're out here we're here week in, week out, trying to change the world, trying to change people's thoughts, and trying to connect everybody, bridge these realms. So yeah, if you have these friends that follow, the royal weddings, the royal babies, Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle, and their first name only husbands. If you're really into the royals, yeah, like send them over our way. Say, hey, they talk royal family. We'll get that episode going for them. That royal family episode.
Yeah.
The House of Windsor, as we know now, and see what it's all about. See what ties in, and then we'll get some new listeners over here. We'll get some new listeners, and you'll have a new friend to talk about bridging realms with, and then that'll be a realm that is bridged in your life as well, and then you can thank us for that, and maybe subscribe on the Patreon, and your friend can do that also, and then you can get into some of that plus content that we're working on for you.
Just the cost of a bologna sandwich a month.
Yeah, like just the cost of a nice a bologna sandwich from maybe like a Whole Foods or something like that. That's just a little more upscale.
Yeah, like a $20 bologna sandwich.
Yeah, like a $20 bologna sandwich, only made from like really the really nice scraps of meat.
And maybe it's like $5 to add mayo, and you're going to want to add that mayo.
Oh, fuck, yeah, you need that mayo.
The bread's really dry.
It's super nice mayo made with, like, olive oil and stuff, too, so really delicious shit. That's the kind of sandwich we're talking about, and I think that's the kind of nourishment and nutrition that you're getting for your mind here at Bridging Realms, which is another future episode. We've heard from some of you guys that you want to know about New Age nutrition. You want to know what kind of diets we have, what kind of New Age stuff is out there. And, this episode we're talking about the deep state. There's a lot that they've held down. The deep state has held down so many cures and so many secret nutrition things. We're going to get into those as well in future episodes. Talking about the deep state, huge news in Julian Assange, the head of WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
We got fucking arrested.
You might know him as Pamela Anderson's boyfriend, the famous one.
Yes, right. Dude, I mean, he's pretty known for, like, slaying a lot of tail, it seems like. I think.
He was like, they had him cooped up in the Ecuadorian embassy, and it was just like, chick in, chick out, chick in,
right,
chick
yeah.
out. Until it was Pamela Anderson for a while, which, who can blame him for nailing down Pamela Anderson?
He's got so much internet time in there that I bet he just fucking, like, combed over so much old Pam Anderson footage.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, streaming a lot of old episodes of Baywatch, or looking at, like, her old pics from the 90s, and you get that nostalgia factor in there, too.
Yeah.
So he's 100% sitting over there, just relaxing. You got to relax. You get into conspiratorial thought too much, and when he's on such a high level, you got to relax sometimes. So he's probably doing some nostalgia fapping to Pam Anderson,
sure.
And then he's like, dude, I think I'm so powerful in my position here that I could probably just, like, get her contact info and message her, and I think that's what he did.
Yeah, conspiracy theory. I think WikiLeaks got a hold of the unedited Pamela and Tommy Lee sex tape.
Oh.
And I think he figured out that dick was digitally edited.
He could have.
And he has a larger penis than what Tommy Lee actually has. And I think he showed her the tape. I think he showed her his dick, unsolicited. And it was kind of a reverse prison romance scenario, where normally it's like a woman reaching out to a killer in prison, to Bundy or Manson or somebody like that. I think this time it was the guy that was imprisoned reaching out to Pamela. Like you said, nostalgia fapping. And then boom, she's like, "Oh, it's so sweet. People still jack off to me, even though."
Right, yeah.
I'm not in the media anymore.
Right, yeah. She was probably, honored by that and, intrigued by his position being, this ultimate outlaw.
Yeah.
It's enemy of the state, Will Smith situation he's in.
And she was barbed wire. So, I mean, that's a big
right?
outlaw scenario right there, too.
So, that was probably a huge attraction. Yeah, so he's holed up there in the Ecuadorian embassy with his cats and shit.
Yeah.
And then, he pissed off Ecuador.
Yeah.
Like there was only a matter of time, I think, before, you piss off Ecuador.
Yeah.
And then they just fucking booted him, dude. Like
he's like the neighborhood rascal, and he just kept on releasing little stuff here and there, not really a big one. Then that Vatican dump happened in January, and Ecuador was like, "Oh no!"
Right? Yeah,
finally, this is a little bit too much for us.
That's and that's what people talk. There's many different theories for what the deep state really is. Who's really in control, and a lot of signs, a lot of people, a lot of theories always lead back to the Vatican. You piss off the Vatican. And, you piss off Ecuador, apparently, and Ecuador's going to kick you out of their fucking embassy. No more asylum. Get your cats and your shit and all your fap rags and get them out of our back office.
Yeah, and listeners, you may not know this, not 100% if we've mentioned it or not, but the Vatican is a sovereign nation. It's its own sovereign nation, and it's something we'll definitely get into in a future episode, but...
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, dude.
Basically, I think the Vatican took the leak of information as an attack on them from Ecuador. So
right.
That's going to piss them off.
Oh, definitely. Like, as a country, I think we've all, established you don't want to fuck with the Vatican.
Yeah.
You do not want the Vatican against you. And I think Ecuador definitely didn't want that. I mean, what the fuck is Ecuador doing besides having Julian Assange in their back office?
Yeah, that's kind of their calling card. That's kind of what they were putting their stamp on. Their tramp stamp was, we got Julian Assange. I think it's on all the signs whenever you're driving through Ecuadorian towns. They've got it in different languages, so everybody knows they got Julian Assange.
Right.
It's kind of like Russia. Russia for a while didn't have much going on, so they got another good deep state whistleblower in Edward Snowden that they keep occupied.
Right. Snowden. The bad boy over there, bad boy in wireframe glasses. Mr. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Right. That movie, I think, was far sexier than what really is going on with Snowden, but dude's a badass.
You put a JGL in it, it's going to be sexier.
Oh, of course.
It's going to be sexier than the real situation. That's not his fault. He's sexy.
No, not JGL's fault at all there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Snowden, he was hiding out, doing that same kind of thing. And, so Russia took note from that. With Ecuador, here's a theory. I'm going to throw out a hot take. Maybe it's not hot. Maybe it's just warm. Maybe it's spicy. I don't know. But Ecuador is, if you just look at it, you look at Ecuador and you're like, that word is kind of like Ecuador, right?
Ooh.
Like the equator.
Yeah.
And that's where it is. So maybe, because for a long time, I know when I was a kid and I looked at the globe, I was like, I want to go to the equator because that's fucking cool. That's this line. It's like where the sun hits the most. It's fucking always warm. Yeah, I want to go to the equator. Guess what's there? Ecuador, named after the equator.
Whoa.
Fucking cool. But how about this? I'm thinking their tourism is really dropped because of the flat earth movement.
Yeah.
A lot of people believing in flat earth these days. So what gets thrown right out the window with the flat earth model? The equator.
Yeah.
There is no middle of a globe planet if there's no globe,
Yeah.
So maybe Ecuador's, losing some visitors, some what's it called? I'm going to edit this part out where I can't figure out the word here. They're losing some tourism money. That's what it is. They're losing some tourism money here. So there's, another conspiracy within a conspiracy here.
Yeah, for sure. This goes deep.
I'm thinking they're trying to get people, to come visit, see if you can peer in and see Julian Assange fapping it to old episodes of Baywatch or old Playboys of Pam Anderson or old sex tapes of Pam Anderson, whatever. Maybe he's getting some Snapchat premiums from her. But you can probably peer in and see that, Yeah. That's probably what they're advertising. Not anymore, though.
Yeah.
Dude got arrested, and, he's fucked.
Oh, yeah. He's good as dead. He will never make it to trial.
He's so fucked. Like, we may have to do a whole episode on this and just... Or maybe a live chat and just talk with you guys, the listeners, and see just how fucked do you think he is? Because I think he's very fucked. He's gonna get suicided or something by the deep state.
Yeah.
For sure. If he's in, the control, or like he's already in, British government control, which is almost as bad as being in the U.S. government's control. So yeah, he's so fucked.
Yeah, and I really feel like if the government was to find out the location of Studio 52, we would be just as fucked.
Oh yeah, that's why we are constantly on the move. We would love to invite you guys. We hope you reach out to us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, send us an email. Because we love to interact. We'd love to invite you guys to watch the show, to do a live show. We've done live shows in the past, but we will not release that footage. We will not give you the location of their happenings because, we've been fucked with ourselves. We've seen the documents. We've seen that our cell phone numbers and our, location of our homes, everything was being surveilled by the CIA. I
got fucking cold called by Alex Jones.
That's right, right there. False got a cold call from our man Alex Jones, who I believe is on his redemption tour right now. Power to him, dude. You do what you can do if you're fighting for truth.
Yeah, he was talking about those NSA documents. He got those NSA documents leaked to him with the names of 300,000 patriots, and I was among the patriots.
That's right. You can go fucking look up those documents. We are among those patriots, know? And Bridging Realms has been under attack. You want to talk about getting deplatformed, We've had just shit erased, and people don't remember that we had a platform. So yeah, Alex, you got to go on a bunch of podcasts screaming about shit, we've had our identities, accomplishments, all that shit almost erased. We almost got Bob Lazard over here.
Yeah.
Until Alex Jones is getting Bob Lazard, I don't know. Maybe we'll have him on Bridging Realms someday, but that episode would probably get deleted by the deep state.
It probably would. I'm willing to try it just for the Alex Jones bump, though. I would take the Alex Jones bump right now.
Oh, fuck yeah. I will take that bump and get those listeners, get those Patreon subscribers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what you need to really bridge realms. That's what you need to get the word out there, to get that truth out there, and that's what we're trying to do. That's why we're looking into the deep state here. And hopefully this we can say the words enough, like Illuminati and deep state and New World Order. Bilderbergers, Rothschilds. We're looking to ping these algorithms, these AI things that the deep state, because it's all fucking technology now. It's all satanic technology from what we are understanding.
Yeah.
And it's all leading to mind control.
The heads of these families are no longer human.
That's what I've heard. And False here has I know you've got some crazy theories on this. I don't know about this. I'm a like you guys know, I'm a big UFO guy. So I'm, when I think of deep state, I'm thinking maybe some extraterrestrials, maybe some aliens are among us, and maybe they're helping to control the government. But some people are, thinking different ways.
You're not that far off, to be honest, but it's a little closer to interdimensional.
Okay,
And,
interdimensional beings?
Yeah, so the interdimensional beings, they kind of meld with you technologically, but it's very sexual.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Yeah,
so you're...
it's
Oh,
extremely
okay.
sexual for the beings. I mean, they're not just going to give the deep state their technology and their ideas and their thoughts for free. They want to fuck the shit out of us.
So you're talking like, you're talking like some Joe Rogan stuff where like, people do DMT, people do LSD, and then they see these beings, and sometimes
Yeah.
they communicate with them. I've done this several times.
Yeah.
I'm a huge proponent of cannabis. I think cannabis helps unlock our minds from the the octopus of global control. But LSD, things like this, and acid, shit like this that I've also done, DMT, can, I think, unlock the mind.
Yeah.
And you can talk to these possibly interdimensional beings. I myself have not spoken with them. I saw them. I did do DMT once. I did it from what looked like a crack pipe. So I did as much as I could in the moment to confirm that this was not crack that I was doing.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was DMT. But I watched everything melt away around me.
Yeah.
And I was on this endless plane that looked very similar to Tron. And out in the distance, I saw them. I saw these beings that they're gray aliens. They look like fucking gray aliens. And, it's just like Joe says. It's just like Alex Jones is saying. They're these gray aliens. You can call them the Clockwork Elves,
Yeah.
If you want. Some people say they're elves. They're interdimensional things. They were standing back behind this vast cityscape, just looking at me and just like waiting for me to come there. I did not. I didn't speak with them, but they watched me. They saw me. And then I came back too, and I had shit myself, but I don't think that was part of it.
No, I wouldn't imagine. I've had a similar experience with DMT, similar in the way that I saw the grays, but kind of after the world melted away, they were just on me, and it was kind of like I'm sitting there getting spit roasted. And like both my hands are full, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh shit! So they actually came at you, like they just kind of did like a voyeuristic thing and looked at me. Of course, I wasn't doing anything sexual either, but you full on engaged them.
I got pounded on. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, honestly, if you have any experience, obviously my experience was a little different. They just kind of were there and presented themselves to me when I did DMT. When False did DMT, he also saw them, but I guess interacted.
Yeah.
And went into a full sexual experience. And you said pounded. It sounded like maybe it was voluntary, or was this a traumatic experience for you?
I would say initially traumatic, but I think you do anything long enough, it's gonna become old hat.
So you're kind of into it?
Yeah. It wasn't the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Have you done DMT since?
I have not returned to it. It was a lot to take in.
That makes sense. It sounded like you had several, like you were dealing with several, like elf or gray alien dicks at once.
Yeah, it was definitely more than I was prepared for on my first experience. So,
yeah, dude. They just kind of looked at me. You got spit roasted.
Yeah, I got spit roasted. I was kind of thinking maybe next time I do it, maybe I could get a group of maybe another 5 or 6 guys with me. That's probably what it would take to satisfy all of them. And then I probably wouldn't be so preoccupied, and maybe I could enjoy the experience a little bit more,
Yeah, it sounds like you got some pretty demanding, like, interdimensional
Yeah,
elves there that were all
sure.
looking to get their rocks off.
Yeah.
So, fuck, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've read some stuff on these shared DMT trips. So maybe that's what you're looking for. You need a couple more people to share this trip with you.
Yeah.
And this is documented. I mean, this is some CIA MK Ultra shit. Where it's documented that these people have these shared experiences, these shared trips. And that I'm going to go ahead and say that's a future episode right there, where we're probably going to, fire up the mics and just record ourselves doing a nice, good old fashioned ayahuasca trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, would be the first time we trip together. So that'd be cool. And maybe we can get this recorded. We can get us interacting with these elves or these gray aliens on a podcast, like on an episode.
I would love to be the first podcast to have a clockwork elf as a guest.
That would be fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I'd really like to know their connection to extraterrestrials. If they are the same thing. Like, if you fucking look back at, just fucking Google, go to your basic deep state New World Order controlled Google and type in Aleister Crowley demon. That dude, Aleister Crowley, was fucking channeling demons, drawing pictures of them, and they look like gray aliens.
Yeah.
It looks like some sci-fi gray alien shit. So I'd like to know, because I mean, I'm seeing orbs. I see UFOs all the time. My footage is online. I'm putting it out there. So I want to know, are these, things I'm seeing, are they demons? Are they connected with the government? Or, or is it more of an interdimensional deep state thing? Because we're hearing that the globalists, this one world government, global government, that they want to control all of us.
Yeah.
We're hearing that is possibly, that they're in contact or being controlled with these interdimensional beings or whatever.
You want to talk deep state with Crowley? What about Barbara Bush? Wasn't Barbara Bush like his daughter or granddaughter or something?
There is a theory, that Crowley, I guess, got his, satanic bone on with somebody.
Yeah.
Connected to where they burst out Barbara Bush, I guess.
Yeah.
She's possibly connected to his family. And that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because the Bushes are like an American dynasty, and it would seem that, they have a lot of esoteric connections, a lot of old money, Mason connections and stuff. So, yeah, there's a lot there connected with Crowley. But, with the globalists and this one world government, it seems like their one goal would be to control us.
Yeah. Some
people say it's interdimensional beings. Some people think that it's lizards, reptilian people. These fucking lizard aliens that come from Lyra or some distant star that have been, I guess, like, some people think they're fucking just, some ships just orbiting, and they're among us, wearing our skin. Honestly, it sounds like that TV show V that a lot of these conspiracy theories will seem like they resemble TV shows, I've noticed. But I think that, like many say, that's just fucking Hollywood being propaganda shills. Yeah. Hollywood getting this insider information because they're run by the deep state. Hollywood is funded by the government, and they're putting these alien things out there just to get us ready.
Yeah, we'll have another show on predictive media for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And False, he's kind of on the side here that that what the deep state is building toward is this fake alien invasion, to get us all on a one world government page, get us all together and banded together as a human race. I don't know about that. I'm a real alien guy myself. I think if there is going to be an alien invasion, it's probably going to be real. So I would say it's probably going to be fucking real, because I think they are real. So sometimes that's where we're different on the deep state thing. I know you think that fake alien invasion is coming, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like the soft disclosure through his To the Stars project, I feel like that's the first step. We're getting these videos leaking. We're getting these mass media projects through the History Channel, through YouTube, through film. I mean, music. He's going back to music.
Right.
There's going to be so much, and it's just going to softly disclose all of this to us to prepare for the impending attack.
So, and you think everybody... It's very popular, this fake alien invasion theory, especially with flat earthers, who don't think that space or aliens are real most of the time.
Yeah.
And that's where we get, to beefing on shit, because I'm very into extraterrestrials. So you think that the government is just going to fake this alien invasion with what, like CGI shit and some fake crash wreckage, or...
I think they have the technology now to build the ships through the interdimensional beings they've encountered. I think they've gained the knowledge, gained the technology to build convincing vessels. And,
that makes sense.
There's so much. There's what was it? Was it $18 trillion that was missing from the budget just in the U.S. alone that they couldn't account for? And that's when they said, "Oh yeah, we had a $500 million UFO research project."
Right.
So that was kind of planting the seed right there in our minds.
Right, and and again, we'll get into another episode. We will have an episode on predictive media, but I do have to point out the fake alien invasion does seem like the plot to Watchmen. It seems like we're gonna get a big alien squid.
Oh, yeah.
And if you watch the movie and the movie version ends with, Dr. Manhattan doing like a bomb, and so he's the alien invasion, I guess, and it's fucking changed, and, people can get mad about that, but in the original comic book, it is a fake alien invasion, essentially. They make a fake alien. So do you think it's going to be like that? Are they going to make some fake, like, Will Smith looking Independence Day aliens? Are they they're gonna throw in some gray looking things? What about some Nordics? Are they just gonna give us like this Chris Hemsworth, Cate Blanchett looking shit?
Yeah, I think they'll go like kind of the Lord of the Rings route, and there'll be different kind of levels of the alien creatures, and just make it really epic looking. They've been practicing in these films for years and years and years. And,
okay, they've tested it out in Hollywood and seen what kind of extraterrestrials will accept, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like they're not going to give us something like fucking Steppenwolf in Justice League where he looks like shit.
Yeah.
We're going to get like fucking Thanos or something.
Exactly.
Some realistic purple shading and shit. Like, speaking of which, just a little sidebar, because we're all nerds here in conspiracy land. We all love Marvel stuff, and it's all in space. What do you think? You think in Endgame we're going to see Thanos' dick?
I think we finally see Thanos' dick.
You think we're going to see his cock?
I think that's what all this lead up has really been.
For real, I think so too. I mean, I know plenty of people who came out of Infinity War saying that they wish there had been a Thanos like nude scene, like maybe just like when he's contemplating, killing his daughter and shit, and when he's like, oh shit, what have I done? Maybe just have him taking a shower or something.
I was thinking maybe like, so he kills his daughter, and then he like oddly gets hard. And,
okay.
And then he's like trying to reconcile that. He's like, Am I mad with power, so it's giving me an erection, or
oh shit, dude,
or
that
is it
actually
just fucked up? So my body's kind of fucked up right now.
That actually sounds really close to since we're talking about deep state and shit. That sounds really close to a deleted scene from Vice about Dick Cheney, where Dick Cheney's like getting a power boner, pretty much, and that was that's what led to one of his heart attacks. was his power boner. His blood, his heart didn't have enough blood because of his enormous power boner. So I'm pretty sure like he can't get hard now without modern technology or some kind of nanobot robot shit. So his poor wife there, she's probably getting destroyed by that. But yeah, one of Dick Cheney's heart attacks was caused by his boner.
Wow.
His fear, like power boner. So they had to delete that from that movie. But again, yeah, we'll get into a Hollywood episode. I'm telling you, it's coming. That Hollywood episode is coming. Just let us know how much you want it on social media. That will probably determine how quickly we get to it. Because really, we want to serve you guys.
Yeah.
We want to serve our fans here. We know that the Bridging Realms realm is big, and we want to talk about what you guys want to hear. We want to bridge the realms from our realm, from our studio, which is ever changing, ever moving. We want to bridge that realm to you guys, to your brain, to what your truth is, what you want to know. So yeah, hit us up on social media, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Email us at our website at bridgingrealms@gmail.com. And let us know. Let us know what you want to hear. We're going to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Deep state or not, we will fucking fight the globalists. We will fight this new world order that's trying to mind control us every day. And that's what we're doing here. Every day trying to fight it. Trying to break the programming, I don't drink Diet Coke. I know for sure I don't drink Diet Coke. False, do you still drink Diet Coke?
I might sneak one every once in a while.
Oh, fuck, dude. You were dead serious. You were the one that told me to get off Diet Coke, dude.
I know
you were fucking serious about that.
I know I told you, but it's an addiction.
Well, I mean, you've heard the shit, man. The Diet Coke is one way. That's another thing. We're going to talk about mind control.
Yeah.
That's another offshoot of the deep state coming up, folks, because I kind of want to know what False is feeling here with this Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I've quit drinking it myself. I still can't stop carbonated water. Fuck LaCroix, but knockoff LaCroix, like grocery store LaCroix.
That's
like,
the good stuff.
Give me some Target LaCroix or Aldi or some shit like that. I'll drink that.
It's the sodium.
It is? It's the sodium?
It's the sodium.
Fuck, sodium's probably controlling us too. Wow. What an episode there. Deep state. I'm kind of worried putting this out there. I'm worried that we're going to get fucked with some more. But that's what we do here. And we got to, be vigilant and move on and keep making these episodes for you guys.
Yeah, you guys, I really hope we opened some eyes with this episode. And I think we did. Again, give us all the feedback you can on social media and let's continue to bridge these realms.
For real, like many of our episodes, I felt like we opened a lot of eyes, but then we also opened a lot of doors, a lot of cosmic doors to a lot of new subjects, new realms that we're going to explore in the future. And we hope that we did the same for you. So, hit us up, keep contacting us. We love interaction and keep bridging realms. For all of us here at Studio 51. I am Dr. Gene Carlisle.
And I am False Freedom.
Keep on bridging realms.
Unzipping the jaws of your mind and suckling the consumerism from your aching loins. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Bridging Realms Project.